Welcome back to CuBit video tutorials. This lesson is on tables and creating tables and adjusting your content so it's formatted in a way that's not just a line of text, a photo, and a line of text, and a little bit more complicated content, more tightly formatted content. First step, of course, log into CuBit and go to the page that you'd like to have your information placed on. In this case, we're going to go to the home page. So you want to just basically select the area that you want to place your table, and you're going to go ahead and click on the Insert Table button, and you can choose how many cells wide, how many cells tall. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and do 3 by 3, and you'll see the table get dropped in there. It's going to be really small, so what you'll do then is just right click and inside the table until you see this menu that says Table Properties. You click that, and you can change the alignment to center. You can set the width to 100%, and I usually leave the height alone just because you want it to fill only with the content. I usually like to put a padding of about 6 on it and a spacing of about 6 on it as well. So we'll go ahead and hit update, and you'll see your dotted lines there, and your information will be ready to be placed in there. You can technically adjust it by grabbing the handles right there, but I don't recommend doing too many adjustments, because if you start stretching the thing too wide, it's going to be wider than your website is, and it'll break the site. A good example here, let me go ahead and do that. I made it wider than it can be. In fact, we can extend this and make this table wider than it should be. Let's go ahead and go to Table Properties, make it, actually that'll be good. Then we go ahead and save, click the Save button, go to the front end of the site, refresh, and voila, your website is broken because there's a table in here that's forced it wider than it should be. So what you want to do is go back here and click Table Properties, change this back to 700, which is what will fit in this particular template. Save and refresh, and it's back to the way it should be. So okay, now tables are a little difficult to work with if you're not really familiar with them. So for that reason, I've actually made some table templates. You'll find that at sitetechsupport.com. Just click on Video Tutorials, scroll to the bottom of the page, and click on CuBit Tools, and you'll see Tables, and then you can click here for pre-formatted table code. And on this page, I have little icons that show you how the tables will be formatted if you pick the format you want. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Table 7. So click on Table 7, and you'll see that it's pre-made with text formatted. It's of course just dummy text. It's just to fill in the space. But you're going to go ahead and on this page, there's nothing but the code you need on it. So you're going to hit Control A, which selects everything, and then Control C, which is copy. Then you'll go back to CuBit, and then go ahead and set this back to normal width. You click inside of CuBit and hit Paste. And since there's no formatting other than the text, what you need, you can paste directly. Another way to do it would be to paste from Word, but in this case, since we made it for you, I'm going to go ahead and have you paste it directly. You'll notice how the text is formatted the same. It has a top cell, 4 smaller cells, and then 1 tall cell. Of course, what you'll want to do is, as soon as you've pasted it in there, go ahead and hit Save. And then once you hit Save, you'll see your outlines that you're used to with some tables. And then from here on out, you can just change the information and make it say whatever you want. And enlarge the text to the size of the font you want. Change the font, and then of course you can insert your photos like you're used to. And as you've seen in other versions you can shrink the text down, or the photo down, and you could even get rid of all the text altogether in that table if you wanted to. But go ahead and hit save. And look how it's formatted on the front end. Refresh. There you go. You got your different tables. You can have articles, or you can have photos, or a combination of photos and articles. So that's pretty much how it works. And let's say, for instance, you wanted to add another one to it. You simply click down below, and actually you want to select all to delete it if you don't want to have that on there. But we'll go back to the template. Let's go with another template this time. We'll go with template 1. And copy it all, paste it. And you can actually paste another one right below it. Hit save. And you'll have two tables here with a little bit of space in between, so you can still click and make another table there. And if you have to, let's say you decided that you don't want this table to be the way it is, you can actually select the two tables, right click, and merge table cells, and it merges it into one. And you have of course your information in both cells will merge into one as well. So, alright, that was a basic lesson on tables, and we'll get a little bit more elaborate later on down the line. That concludes this lesson. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.